No. I mean, yeah. We're not use it. I mean, yeah, we're not use it. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Players are gonna warm into practice here. Practice here. Go ahead. Work on these audio issues here. These audio issues here. Hello, hello. Check, check, check. Thank you for your patience. For your patience. Check. 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 Check.
Check. Check.
I don't know why it won't work. That sounds fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Use that.
Yeah, right.
All right. One or two more shots, guys. I don't need to. This is on, right? Yeah. So it's on. Okay. So I'm hoping everything is good.
Yeah, it should be hard.
If you guys can't hear, let us know. Say something. Give us a little bit of feedback, and if you can, then we're all good. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the guys throw one shot on 3 and 4, and whoever has the high ball will get to select which game we're going to bowl in the dark. So 3 and 4 is a different pattern than 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is completely flat, it's red square. 1 and 2 is house shot, which is high street. So let them throw one shot on 3 and 4. That's fine. You can see the reaction. So you got 7. Throw it on 3 as well. Yeah. The camera isn't facing 3 and 4, but you can see the reaction. So that's all that really matters at this point. By the way, this is Ronald Hickman with my man, PVA Pro Michael Martell. What's going on, Michael?
How's everybody doing today? Glad to see a bunch of people watching our stream. We're looking forward to a good match here.
Yeah, this should be a lot of fun. We got a few new tricks, a few new toys, and Jay got 7, so we're going to see what Zach gets. Zach got 6. So Jay gets to pick game 1, 2, or 3. We will bowl in the dark, courtesy of Clutch Bowling. They're one of our partners, and we're going to bowl in the dark one game. So Jay, which game do you want to bowl in the dark? 1, 2, or 3? Game number 1. He wants to come right out the gate, baby. Right out the gate in the dark. So we're going to bowl in the dark. We're going to take Clutch. We're going to actually, we'll take all of the, well, they won't bowl completely in the dark. Just, there we go. One more. There's one more light in there. Nope. Next one. Bingo. There you go. So the guys will bowl in the dark on lanes 1 and 2. we'll take the clutch system and we're gonna clean off the lines that are out there, and you guys will be able to kind of watch at home exactly what they do. So that'll be kind of neat, something a little bit different. And I need to go ahead and get them set up in scoring mode. So we'll get that happening here too. Appreciate you guys bearing with us for the 1 second. We were a little bit delayed. And as a result of that, we did get our audio fixed. So that's a good thing. We'll put the pirate out there first. Then we'll clear the pirate off with High Street, which is the official pattern of CtD. Official house pattern, I should say. So you'll be able to watch as they throw the balls on the lane. Now let me get we got the scoring set up. So we've got a couple of different views. This view here will allow you guys to see my big head as well as what's going on. Actually, you know what we could do? We could spin that just a smidgen, right? Just a little bit. Bingo! Now you can see Zach and Jason's name. Now we'll come back over here. That's one of our views. That's the view we're not going to use today. And then we're going to use that. So there we go. So the guys are warmed up. They are ready to go. And with that being said, Jason, you're going to start on the right lane. Start on the right lane.
It's going to be pretty interesting to see how accurate or inaccurate our players are today using this nice clutch system that we have going on.
Are all 4 lanes synthetic, or is there maple and pine?
There's no maple and pine. There are 2 different types of synthetic here, though. We've got Brunswick Pro Am on 1 and 3, and AMF SPL on 2 and 4. Jason will get us started.
Pretty good first shot there. A little light.
Hang on 1 second. Go ahead, hit the spare. Go ahead, hit the spare.
Covers nicely. Good start for Jason.
It would be helpful if we turn the scoring on. So now that the scoring's on, we'll be good to go now. Right. So Zach will go ahead and lead off on lane 1. What's going on, Ryan Connor? Ryan's been in the building. He's bowled a match. As a matter of fact, I think Ryan's got a W in the building. He bowled against Ronald Hickman, and he beat him. Zach's looking to get a first strike out the day. Ring! 10-10.
Really good pitch there by Zach.
Got a lot of views there. You can check it out. So we're going to play around with some of that a little bit as we're getting more and more familiar. Oh, yeah. Ryan Connor is from Walla Walla, Washington. One of my favorite places I've never been yet. Zach throwing a spare ball right at the 10 pin. Converse the spare. We could probably get rid of the cool lane effects. We probably don't really care to see those. So we got 9 spare, all tied up right from the jump. And they're bowling on a house shot. As you can tell, looking at the graph out there, if you miss to the right, there's some friction. If you miss to the left, there's some oil. So, Michael, as a professional bowler, how do you bowl on house shots?
My complete honest opinion, I try and open up the lane a lot because I don't get to do it anywhere else. I'm standing right, I'm throwing left, and hoping that I get 10 down. It's a bit inside of the first one on the left lane. seems to be the reason that one wiggled.
Yep, got it in a little bit more oil. She pushed a little too long, and she left the KFC dinner bucket.
Yeah, that's what I try to avoid. I try and create a ton of angle to where I can't really go that far light on some easier conditions, and I never get to open up the lane bowling on tour or bowling on some more volume. So it gives me a good chance to showcase some of the new equipment and open up the lane with it.
We'll go for the hook. That's the back two. So we'll start off with the 6-2, giving him 24 in the second frame. Now we'll take a peek at Jason Wojnar. This is a scratch match. He's throwing the Shim record. He is officially the big bowling representative on tour. This is a little bit there. 3-6-10.
Actually looked like compared to that first one, he got it right pretty quick, which is part of the reason he went high.
So how do you shoot this?
On the easier stuff, I tend to hook at it, especially if there's a back pin. Just make sure I can cover the back. Now we're bowling on some tougher stuff. I'll shoot it pretty straight. Gives you the best chance to make it when they're pretty hard.
Because you want to hook it at it. Spare.
Ace. Give you a close-up view of Jason on the right lane here.
Going that lane level view.
Gives a good idea of how he's playing the lane, how much angle he's using. You'll also probably be able to see if he's getting on the side of the ball a little bit, just to make it a little bit sharper. Good pitch there by Jason. That's clearly noticeable on that one. He didn't get the ball as steep, which allowed the ball to be a little bit cleaner. He saw a little bit more oil. Well, through the pin's much better there.
For sure.
Who's going to lose my round today?
We got PBA Pro Michael Martell hanging out with us today. Also, he is part of the CtD Pro staff. He gets some action this later today, right? You bowl match later today?
7 o'clock.
Woo!
7 o'clock. Looking forward to that.
Should be a lot of fun. 2 on the house, 1 on the hard, guaranteed. You can go to games 4 and 5.
You're looking at the pitch there.
Second game on the hard, and then 1 back on the fresh, or the house batter. That was a good pitch.
Get a close-up view of Zach now. See what he's doing with the ball, what kind of angle he's trying to play.
Let us know, man, what you guys think about bowling in the dark. Now, these guys can see just fine. The approach is completely lit up, but obviously past the foul line, it's a little bit darker out there. That's courtesy of Clutch Bowling, one of our partners. They've actually offered to put up $1,000 if somebody shoots a 300 game anytime during these matches. 2, 4, 8, 10.
Little wiggle again on that lane, so it seems to be that's his common issue with the right lane so far. Both shots kind of wiggled in the oil a little bit. Let's see if he can clean up this split.
You look at this or you throw it straight?
This you hook at. I think it doesn't really matter what you're bowling on.
I
It's
agree.
the only way to guarantee getting the back pin.
Yep. If you're lucky enough, you can get that 2 pin to go over and hit that with the
Yeah.
10 for you.
It's a pretty textbook way to make it, in my opinion.
It's going hard and straight at it. We'll take 2.
This is what we're looking at for the first couple of frames. Zach's in a little bit of a deficit here, but definitely could get back in the match with some strikes.
This is a scratch match.
There's Jason now on the left lane,
He is
working
throwing,
on a strike.
he's throwing that Shim record. He said that was one of his favorite pieces from Big Bowling.
Light 2. Pretty good shot there. So a little wider than what he's doing on the right lane, but it could be that what we've seen from Zach being a little bit tighter on that right lane could just be choosing to use less angle on that lane.
So look at that spare.
Covers easily.
Reverts. It gives them 57 in the third.
27 pin lead.
So I think Zach's got I think he's throwing a Widow 2.0 over there.
He's also throwing an Obsession.
Yep, got that Obsession as well. Both hammer balls. Zach is a CtD staffer. Won a trip to come to the EC to bowl against a pro for a contract.
Good pitch there by Jason.
And he doesn't want to make it easy on him, though.
Jason really likes that right lane.
He does.
3 for 3 getting to the pocket on the tighter lane. Zach stepping up in the fifth, looking to get back into this match a little bit. Struck the last time on this lane. There's a decent pitch by Zach.
That right there was a nice one. Courtesy of the Hammer Black Widow 2.0.
Interesting to see if he makes an adjustment on this right lane, knowing that he's gone light twice.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. And typically the right lane hooks more, being that it's the high friction surface. But in this particular case, it doesn't seem to be playing that way. Just a bit outside. Number 1-8.
That lane definitely does not look fun.
No.
It's funny. It's Jason is struggling on the left lane. Zach is struggling on the right lane.
So we do get some questions from time to time. We can put them up there. Are you guys going to put on a winner's bowl off sometime? We are going to do something like that. That will happen at some point for sure. So far, there's only been 2 winners. Uh-oh. Chop spare there.
It's been a little bit of trouble getting behind.
I like that lane.
Nobody likes lane 2. Lane 2 is not fun to bowl on. So we got 78 in the 6th frame.
Let's see if Jason can capitalize. Give himself a cushion here.
Shim record. Oh, he liked it. Started to get down on one knee. No, he was going to pray.
Get up, but I go down.
Well, crept a little high there.
It was a little high. But she struck. Gives him a sanctioned double. That would officially be the first sanctioned double of the 2021 CtD. Where we bowling the challenge match? No. This is the CtD Challenge Pro Staff match. Contract.
CtD
sponsored with the big bowling action.
Rob Danzy does not like any lane in this building, apparently, it says.
Robert Danzy's made a trip to the EC.
Assuming he did not bowl well during that trip.
He didn't win. But Jason Wojnar saying he's going for the 3-bagger. Turkey train. Woo! How do you like your burgers, Jason? Turkey.
Ron's big head is in the way of the sound real quick, but as it focuses, you can see the score.
You're not supposed to put it on my head when I'm in the way.
See if Zach can get lined up on this next couple of shots. Give himself a chance game too.
No, he's good on one.
A little far around the lane again.
210.
2000.
Jason is using 2000 grit CtD sanding pads because they're made for bowling balls. That's what he's got on his shim record right now. Oh, let's see here. Is there such thing? Wait a minute. Ryan Connor, who's bowled here, he's telling you, from experience, you have to play every lane a little different. That's true. We'll take one. Here's another one of these questions that we wanted to answer here. Is there such thing as a CtD certified center or anything like that in the works? So we're not probably anytime soon planning on certifying centers. We do have classes for pro shot training. We have classes to make you better, meaning that we have coaching. And we've got some pretty cool people that like to come by and hang out from time to time, like Michael Martell, that will be more than happy that when they're in the building to offer some tips and advice, especially if we have aspirations to be on the professional bowlers tour.
I would absolutely love to do these kind of things. Anybody that has any interest in getting some help from me can message me on Facebook or wherever you can find me. I'm always open to giving some people some help. Give me another reason to come here.
Zach said, "Hold up!" He said, "Hold up!" It ain't over yet. See that tearing back? Woo! I like it. What do you think about that one?
He's got to throw a ball like that.
He does
That ran the one.
But that's the lane that everybody's struggling on.
And I'm throwing it from the other side, but I had pretty good luck on the right lane
They both too much in practice.
earlier. Shot.
Oh, he liked it. He liked it.
Really good pitch there by Jason.
Jay's a former two-time regional player of the year. So he's had experience in this type of environment. I don't ever know if he's ever bowled on in the dark. But nonetheless, he's showing some of his moxie right now, sitting on a 4-bagger. This is best of 5, so it doesn't matter how much you win by. For the 5-bagger.
It's really far in. Got pretty lucky to just leave a 9 there, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
But Jason seems to have locked up game 1.
Yeah, he's
got it locked up. He has 194 already, and Zach and Max at 177.
nice spare. So today is Rod Hickland Sr.'s birthday. Rod Hickland Sr. will be in the building later today. So definitely appreciate you saying happy birthday to us, Matt. We actually got him a cake too. I'm about to show you guys the cake because it's
interesting choice.
Definitely interesting choice for a cake.
In Ron Sr.'s words, he only turned 71 once. So
that's correct.
This cake is going to be pretty unique for him. Pretty good pitch there. I think he's getting closer to the pocket again.
So what do you do now, Michael, if you're in Zach's position?
I would have started fishing around once I was mathematically out of this game. He seems to really like throwing the 2 balls he's throwing, but he's got a little bit over-under with both of them. I would definitely have started fishing around. Take some weaker pieces, go a little straighter, take some stronger balls, try and create some more angle. Play around until you get to a place where you feel like you have a little bit of room, especially on this pair where they're a little bit easier than 3 and 4. You got to take advantage of parlaying some strikes.
Absolutely. The 3 and 4, like we said, it's a dead flat across. You can actually see it on your screen. It is not pretty over there in 3 and 4 land. Yeah,
it's going to be fun bowling on that later. They are pretty brutal over there.
Very, very, very brutal. Flat. Zach will go into the 10th frame here.
Really good pitch.
That's 2 in a row.
It seems he's gotten more comfortable on that lane. It seems like the obsession is rolling well there. See if we can put both lanes together.
Yeah.
Put up a score game too.
That'd be good.
Watch Zach close up, see where he moved to from the start of this game. Little inside. Good pitch though. Seems like he has room in that spot. So yeah, seems like his window for error is getting bigger on that right lane. So let's hope that he figures out that left lane, gives Jason a run game too. Cover them. We'll watch Jason roll his time frame.
So there's a couple of things that happen here, right? So if the professional wins, then you guys will get 10% off for 1 hour, 15% off for 1 hour. If the staffer wins, it's 20% off for 1 hour. And we got more matches going on today, so there's lots of opportunities to be able to get you a discount. Jay will shoot his spare, the 2-5.
Covers nicely. That's a spare that I never know which way I want to shoot that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
either make it or you're gonna check.
I don't know if I want to hook at it. I don't know if I want to shoot it straight. And normally I'm 0 for 2. So
Speaking of being the 220 is here.
see a ball change on the fill. Sideways for 5. So it's a 219-147 win, game 1 for Jason. Let's see how that transpires to game 2 here.
Five count.
You left half. You left half.
All right, so game 1 is officially in the books. We will now resume back to bowling during in the light. So no more dark. Then we'll go to the light and bowl game 2. Jason is up 1-0.
That feels hard to see him on the right lane. Somebody throw some strikes. That's nice. Real nice.
All right. So now we're going in the light. Do you think that matters any?
A little bit, honestly. It's a little more relaxing going in the light.
A little more calm. Woo! That messenger was coming across the deck. But
Good pitch by Zach.
he didn't deliver the message. He called it and said,
Seems he's got the pocket controlled now.
without question. Without question.
He maybe listened to us a little bit towards the end of that game and got himself lined up.
He'll shoot the 10 pin. Right at it. Nice pickup.
Well, that's better than last week so far. That works.
Jason staying with the same ball. Shimrucker off the ball change on the fill. Good pitch. Line 7.
There you go.
I don't blame him for that.
Well, I gotta go to and I can't consider it done.
That's exactly how I would shoot him off.
So he grabbed a different ball to shoot the spare, hooked at it, doesn't like the thumb, but he wasn't able to clear it. Or wasn't able to clear it. That's interesting. Last time I tried to make that kind of move, I missed the spare and I lost the match, and I'm never doing that again. But I'm not as good as him, so.
Same pitch as the left lane, just got the hit there. Still doesn't like his thumb, it seems.
Michael Brown says, just wanted to give y'all a big thank you. I made a purchase last Thursday, received it today. We appreciate you making a purchase, Michael Brown. So Jason's got spare strike, and Zach has got spare going. And it's going to start on lane 1 now. I like it. Oh, it took off. I thought that was good.
Just looked a little slow. Worked it a little bit with his hand. 10 is 10. Especially on the lane that it seemed to treat him well towards the end of the last game. You take those kind of hits.
That ball went sideways down there. That's a little bit scary.
Still seems to be throwing 2 different balls. Obsession on the right lane. Black Widow 2.0 on the left lane.
That's got to hook a lot.
So just figured out that right lane, man.
He's got to figure it out.
He's just got to know.
Yeah. Yeah. That would officially be his first double. Oh, we're going to need a re-rack on lane 2, looks like.
Shot there by Jason. Tie up the match. For a triple. Oh, saw the 5.
He sure is going off the light over there. They're all falling.
I want a ball change. You just can't clear the ball. I need to go to.
So he wants to make a ball change, but he can't get out of the ball he wants to go to. We've got a pro shop. You're more than welcome to go in between frames and work on your bowling ball. Jay does have a pro shop in Oak Forest, Illinois. So he's familiar with how to use all the stuff. So if he needs to, he can do it in between frames or in between matches. Zach made a ball change. Woo! WebMD. He says he should have done it a while ago. That's true, but now you
we've
know.
Got a good match.
Knowing is half the battle. You want to show him the score?
Got a really good match now.
So here's the question. This is the lane that he likes. Think he's going to strike?
I think so. He's throwing some really, really good ones on this right lane.
Yeah, I like his look on this lane. I think he's got a really solid line in the pocket.
A little in and a little slow.
This is not fun to shoot. It's makeable. Got to get the ball over in the. What I would say is I shoot the 6-pin square in the face. Get the 6-pin square in the face. The 3 can go over and take out the 4 and the 7.
It's got a chance.
take 6-2. Josh Taylor says, look like you guys have updated the better since I was there. Can you show off those when you're switching lanes? We can show you guys the betters. We have changed them out. One of the beautiful parts about this building is we have the ability to be very, very dynamic with it. We can change the building at any point in time and make it look very different. This particular time, we've actually took our mission and vision statement and written it across the bottom. We've kind of got some corresponding pictures to some inspirational words that are on the tops of the banners. Oh, you're going for four-bagger. Got a hook. So he's having some hand trouble there. It's all right. It's easily spare. So 1, 2, 4.
Lucky cover there.
He said hook and it did. If you are part of Team CtD, you do get an opportunity to join in on the Easter egg fun that we do. You can see it from Ryan. He says, thank you, CtD management, for all the time and effort you put into the amazing Easter eggs. We appreciate you, Ryan, as well. So to find out more about that, you got to join our staff. Go to ctdbowling.com. You'll see a little button that says staff. Click that and join today.
A little better than the one on the left, that's for sure.
Ring 10. Mike. Why did he leave the ring 10?
I think he got in the oil a bit too much. Got his hand around it a little bit. So the ball just deflected as a 3-1-3.
Yeah, if we were bowling in the dark, you could have seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
We ain't bowling in the dark.
I think he pinched it a little bit, missed a little left.
Uh-oh.
Jason gives him the opener. How will Zach respond?
Zach looks hungry. He wants to eat at the WebMD.
This is the score we're looking at. See if Zach can capitalize. If there's a double, he takes the lead. Let's see what he does on this left lane now.
WebMD. Oh, trips the 9.
Good pitch. Very good shot.
That was a great pitch.
This is the important one here, though. This can give him the lead going into the later part of this game. Take a closer look at what he's going to do on this right lane.
It's a big shot right here. He posted it.
Oh,
Look at that. Look at that.
Right where I wanted to
made
throw.
the ball change
Look
on that
at
lane
that.
as well. Now we've got an interesting situation here going forward. Jason's down a couple of sticks.
So he'll shoot the 2 pin. He's going to change ball. He's going to another shim record. Goes a little bit stronger for him. He didn't like the thumb out of this one. Trying it out. Definitely stronger.
Josh Taylor, this is Michael Martell. If you missed the beginning of the stream, I've been here since we started. I have a couple of matches this week, so that's why I'm in town for this. But I am Ron's sidekick for this match at least.
PBA Pro Michael Martell.
I really like that introduction. It sounds good.
The man's got back-to-back 300s in the PBA event. Not very many people can say that. 10 back. Uh-oh.
Good ball change.
Oh. Now the question is,
Good pressure.
is it too little, too late though? That's the question.
I think Zach's going to throw a quality shot on the left lane. It'll be interesting to see what he does when he gets to the right lane again.
I'm telling you, Zach ain't no joke. He's here to go. He's here
He's
to
here
get
to
this
win.
contract.
He's
He
here
wants
to
this contract.
he's here to get his bowling balls, man.
Yeah, he wants bowling balls, shirts, bowling balls, the whole nine.
That's high.
So there's the score. Jay's got 145 in the seventh. This is a big spare for Zach.
Has to be covered to keep him in the match here. Don't want to hand the opening back to Jason.
3-6-10.
Nicely done.
Spare.
Huge spare.
So that gives him what, a 5-pin lead? Well, not technically. It would have been a 4-pin, but not technically because the Wojnar's on a strike.
If he strikes and Jason taps, he's up 4.
Right. But technically,
He's down.
he's down. Technically, he's down.
6 at the moment.
But that spare was a big spare because without that spare, he'd have been in a lot of trouble. We're going to go to Martell's low view. Give us a critique here, Mike.
Let's see where this ball goes off his hand. One looks really good. That was a much better shot than the last one. The last one looked a little slow, a little hitty, and went high. And that one, he got his hand through it quicker and stayed on line much better. It was a really good shot off the last one.
I hope that puts the pressure back on Jay. Jay is actually
Working on his hand.
Working on his hand.
Let's see how he responds to that good shot in the right lane.
So he made that ball change. We'll see if he sticks with it. Whoa, whoa. That ball hooked. You like that pitch?
I said good shot off his hand.
It definitely was like,
I'm glad somebody appreciates my commentary. I appreciate the good feedback. Thanks for the well wishes. I'm really looking forward to these matches this week. It's going to be a good time.
we'll get the spare.
Cover.
So, you want to give us a little scoring update there?
Yes, sir. This is what we're looking at going into the 10th. Jason can get to 215. Zach can get to 229. So at worst, if Jason gets them all, Zach will need the first one and a good count. Be a close look at what Jason is doing on this right lane here.
I love you.
I like it.
Let's get a little critique.
Good pitch. Really good shot there.
Oh, he needed it too.
I'm very surprised that the one on the left lane did what it did after that. That one looked really close to the one on the left lane.
That one was 10 back. He's trying to put a little pressure back on Zach.
It was a really, really good pitch there.
Ron, what are your thoughts on Joe Poe grips?
What are my thoughts on Joe Poe grips? I think the concept's great. I think the way that they're interlocking seems to be pretty solid. I haven't personally used them, but I think the concept's really good.
Big shot
He
here.
needs it.
He gets it. There's the pressure.
Throwing a little wood.
There is the pressure.
Little Woody Woodpecker going on there, huh? He's hungry. Everybody's over here laughing, but they don't want to make no noise. I don't care. It's cool.
Big fill ball here. Needs a good count to make him get the first one. Good finish.
Look at that. Look at that finish. So that'll give Jay Woj a nice 215 pins.
Zach now needs the first one and good count to tie up the match.
So we're going to see what Zach's made of now.
Billy Punch says my commentary is acceptable. Thanks, Billy. I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon at whether it's TMBA or UBA event somewhere along the line.
Notice you didn't say PBA.
I don't think he bowls any tour events. He's a really good league bowler. I'll tell you that. Really good bowler.
Here he
Beats us
goes. Oh, he gets it.
Great shot.
Zach. Zach is back.
That was nasty.
They say Zach don't crack.
That was a really nasty
That
shot.
was good, man. That was good. Zach don't crack, baby. Woo! Put him under pressure.
8-1 for the win.
They call him clutch.
See if he gets it.
They call him clutch. I like it.
That was a really good shot. Especially after the 3-6-10 on that way. It's a little right. Just enough.
Ooh,
He wins game 2.
Nine's a winner. Nine's a winner. So now it gets a little more interesting because we're going to go over to
The fun pair.
Flatville.
I can't wait to watch these 2 games on this pair. I can't wait.
So that is your official.
Exactly, a 218, 215 win.
Yeah. Let's see that score. So we'll take a quick TV timeout, and we'll move some cameras around. And as we do that, we'll talk a little bit about what's kind of going on the walls. Dustin's going to move some cameras around. I'm going to get out of the way.
Here, I can show the
walls.
yeah.
Okay. Dustin's going to show you guys kind of what's going on with the walls, and I'm going to go get these guys set up to bowl 3 and 4. So there you go. Dustin's going to show you can see we've got inspiration, solutions, community, innovation, potential, teamwork, motivation, and STEM. So that's kind of what we've got there on the left side. And really at the top, you can kind of see it just says creating the difference established 2015. At the bottom is our mission statement. And on the right side, you've got knowledge, creativity, connections, coaching, science, change, leadership, education, technology, and growth. So at the bottom is our vision statement. So that's basically our mission and vision statements written across the bottom. And that is now what the EC looks like. Who knows what like another 3 or 4 months? I mean, we may have Michael Martell's face on a couple of these things. PBA champion Michael Martell. So who knows?
That would be lovely. That would be great.
We'll switch them off of that camera. We'll go to any other camera. We'll get this guy set up to bowl 3 and 4. So we'll give you guys 5 minutes, a couple shots each lane.
3 shots.
3 shots each lane. And we'll get back on it.
Jason, get right into practice. He's not wasting any time.
That's the parking lot ball.
220 grit. CtD pad.
How many shots they got left?
And Jason has 2 on that right lane. Zach should have 2 on the left lane.
Okay, they got 2 more shots apiece.
They got
1 on the right, 2 on the left. How many shots you got left?
Make sure 2 and 2 on it.
Okay, so you got one. You got one on each left then. Figured because they switched lanes, they were done. But I am wrong. Interesting comment. Somebody thinks you use too much surface. They said the next time you sand that ball, the only thing that's going to be left is the core. Honestly, I think surface is the right way to go on this pattern, though. I think helps slow the ball down a little bit.
That's my favorite part of the time. The last 2 games.
It's going to be interesting. Rob, they are bowling on red square on 3 and 4. I believe it's 40 feet, dead flat, 1-1.
Yay. Come and watch Justin bowl. Ready to go?
I believe so. Fortunately, there's no low camera for this match. I'll do my best to keep everybody up to date with what I see.
Is this a practice mode?
Let me fix that. Good luck and low scores.
What service is good for this type of pattern?
I would use a lot of surface. That's what I plan to do when I bowl on this. 500 to 1,000. You could break the pair down with more surface if you'd like, but you're not getting that many shots on it. So. And that's a way to start the match on the tough pair.
Like it.
10 back.
I like it a lot.
Thank you.
So it seemed to be an idea, Pearl, by Big Bowling. That's what Jason seems to be going with on this pair. Interesting. No surface.
I think he's got an idea where he wants to throw it at.
I'd say so after the 10 back on that hit. Really good first shot by Zach.
What's that though?
Electrified Pearl. That's what I figured. It looks like it has a little bit of surface on it.
bit.
What is it?
Electrified Pearl.
Electrified Plus, a low end ball. So he's going with the low end storm ball with some surface.
That's a really good strategy, though. A ball that can't change direction that badly with some surface. So even though he's getting on the side with it, the ball's still going pretty forward. It's a pretty solid idea. See what I did there?
That's good.
Leaves a 3-6.
Spare ball right at it. Oh,
Takes the 3 off. All right, really opening for Jason. Let's see if he can capitalize.
Jason, let me hurry. He's ready to get it going.
No thinking involved. Just throw it. Something I need to learn how to do. 410. See, he liked that one a little bit too. Hair right.
Now remember, if Jason wins, you guys are going to be able to get 15% off for 1 hour. If Zach wins, you're going to get 20% off. Oh, he converts it! Woo! Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, look at that conversion, baby, on the replay. Courtesy of our scoring system. It may be outdated, but she sure does work good. That was a very nice shot, by the way. Keeps him up. They capitalize on it. How about we get half? 1, 2, 4, 6, 10.
Somebody called out the guaranteed rate spare conversion for Jason.
Oh,
See if he can do it again.
No, that ain't the guaranteed rate. They ain't pay no money this week. It might be the
Clutch.
rate. Yeah, clutch paid a little money this week. Can you get him again? Oh, it looked pretty good. CtD spare ball at it. But like I said, this is red square, so it's hard. Like there's no give me anything. Big wheel.
Pretty good shot there.
That 4-pin. Spare, it's easy spare. There's the score. They started off strong with a strike apiece, and then coming back a little bit, some spares, hopefully more spares than opens. So is that gonna shoot this 4-pin? Straight, right at it.
Nicely done.
Guess that was cold as ice, huh?
That was funny.
He's throwing the storm ice ball as a spare ball. Oh, we had a score correction on lane 3 as it did incorrectly score its spare as a open. I'm sure Zach would appreciate us getting that corrected, as it's hard enough as it is. Doesn't need the scoring system not helping him out, or working against him, I should say. Mike, you've bowled on patterns like this before.
I have.
Mentally, like, what's your mental state?
These patterns are brutal. We bowled on something very similar at the U.S. Open a couple weeks ago, and it gets to a point where if you're not comfortable, you're trying to hit either side of the headpin. Right? You can't win without hitting the one in front. And I know a lot of guys that don't look to be perfect on this, and they line up in a place where they can brook on a lot. And if you get 10, you get 10. If not, you got to make your spares, because scores don't come easy on anything like this. I actually bowled pretty bad at the U.S. Open on this, something very similar to this.
So when you're bowling on this type of pattern, you got your arsenal there. Do you tend to use balls with more surface, less surface? Ouch.
I'm usually using a lot of surface on something like this, and I'm usually either using urethane or a shorter pinball. That was my game plan is when we were in Reno, and when it worked the first couple of games, I had 220 or 230 to start. Had a decent game in the middle. Shot there by Jason.
Big shot.
I don't like to throw shiny stuff on this just because it makes my angles a little too far open. There's a lot of over under in that place. I'd rather go slow down. Maybe then I'll have a little bit of this right.
So you're using like 500 grit true
Yeah,
cut? You using
yeah.
3? What are you using?
Combination of 500 grit and 1,000 grit.
500,000. But you
Anything-
never use that in league, right?
Oh god, no. I'm using much different layouts and some really shiny balls during the week. And creating a ton of angle. So it's basically the opposite.
Look at this. Look at this. Is it going to fall?
That's what I was talking about with both sides of the head, man. But there's a chance to parlay a double in there if you get some hits like that.
You got the wobble wobble, but it didn't fall. Yeah, that'd have been a big double. We'll take a spare though. Nice spare is not bad. Spare. Oh, ouch.
Spare shooting is an interesting factor right now. See if they keep handing it back and forth to each other.
Ah, this is fun.
How important is it to you with spare shooting? Do you practice shooting spares?
I actually pride myself on being a really good spare shooter. I tell everybody at home that I practice with Bull League with that. If I'm making my spares, I'm pretty hard to beat.
Zach did not like that shot. You could tell.
For example, the Masters, I hold 70 over for 15 games. I qualified easily for the bracket. I was top 20 or 30. I missed one single pin in the 15 games.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I missed one single pin and 2 multis in 15 games, and the multis were 2, 4, 7, 8 combinations. So, yeah, I mean, the Masters was really hard this year. There wasn't a lot of score to find. Spare shooting was the only reason I was bowling 2-0 every game.
Look at it. You gotta be careful looking at the spare. I personally try to look at any spare on a flat pattern unless it's got a back pin, just because it's hard enough as it is to know where your ball's gonna go. What about you? Do you look at some of the combinations still minus? I mean, obviously if it's got a back pin, you need the angle to get it, then you're gonna have to use it. But what about?
I mean, realistically, I don't on the flatter stuff. I don't hook it really any of my spares except a double wood.
Okay.
I'll shoot a 2, 4, 7, 8 straight and hope that I clobber the front pin.
Yep.
And I'll shoot the bucket straight. Yeah, I really don't want to hook it anything unless it's a double wood.
Ball change. 5 pin.
Should be a makeable spare this time, though.
So in theory, you've got more than half the lane to convert the spare. You know that? Because of that, if you miss the spare, there tends to be consequences. A lot of times people hold their hands for free.
Either that or the nice UBA powder slap on the whipped 5 pins.
Yeah, there's a powder slap in the UBA. A lot more. Look, Mitch's got his hand raised.
Looked at it.
He's a spare shooter. Zach is not scared to shoot the spares.
Even with those 3 missed spares, he's only down 7.
This is a brutal match. Uh-oh, that's got a ton. Oh, we got that. I want to call back to our handy. I can do that in a minute if you want. Can you get it?
Deadwood on the 7-pin side on 3.
Go say it twice, Dustin. Let me show you how we're done. I'll be like, what up, Paul? You got one of them pins out of range on lane 3. You need you to go back there and get your little long pole and grab it by the neck, yank it in the back. Thanks. That's what I would say.
All right.
Don't worry, Dustin's going to be in the booth soon, too. It's going to be Dustin and Michael Martell.
Not tonight.
What do you mean? It could be game 4. You want to jump in?
I'd say when he bowls.
Well, not when he both talking about game 4.
It'd be pretty interesting if I came back to the booth after every 2
Hey,
frames.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. So Jay got to shoot the 1, 2, 8.
Look,
Get that back
look,
pin.
look.
Ouch.
Still fighting with his hand, it seems. That makes this a interesting match. Zach just took the lead without throwing a ball.
Yeah, bowling on the red square is hard. No matter who you are.
Alright. It's 9. Interesting question here. David Williams.
Thoughts on using urethane competition tournament or leagues? A lot of critics say it's almost like cheating because of the carry down. So what do you think about that, Mike?
I tend to stay away from urethane a lot of the time in league play. Not only does it not, I don't carry the greatest with it because I'm trying to create so much angle, but I don't want to deal with a lot of the complaints. And I know I can strike with other equipment. I know there are guys that use urethane in league and they score just as well. So it's however you play the lane, it will really determine what type of equipment you should be using. If you have a high rev rate and you want to play them in, and use reactive. If you want to play them straight, you could try urethane, but I'm not sure that you'll carry the greatest. That looks pretty good. That's a lot of
9. Is that? Okay, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. 2 pin.
2.
He's good.
Hooking it. Spare.
Covered nicely.
Spot in the face. I'll give him a scoring update, man. It's kind of brutal out there, ain't it?
Yeah, looks like he's got a couple pin lead. But I see.
It's not fun.
He said it's not fun.
I see 5 mismakeables.
I see 3 strikes in 14 frames.
I see 5 mismakeables in 14 frames.
See, that's the spare shooter in you right
All
there.
about perspective, man.
Big shot. Run away, Brooklyn almost gets the 10 to fall. Like you, Fry Easy.
Depends on the scenario.
So let's say you're born with a hard pattern.
No, I tend to not to do it my absolute best to not fry out when they're really hard. I bowled 150 under for 8 games on something similar at the Open, and I did not fry out one time. But when I know the lane is there for me and I'm bowling poorly, it's a different story.
I understand. I too have fried once. It was a couple of eggs. I wasn't scrambled, but it ended up being all right. That's how that he's a little bit lost right now.
I think part of the issue is that he's fighting the feel with his hand on a tough pattern. You can get away with that when the lanes are easier. If you don't feel good in your ball, and you're fighting the wrong angle and the wrong feel at the same time, it's pretty tough.
We'll shoot the rail straight.
Oh no. I don't know. Changing balls, it looks like, on this right lane. It's 10. It does make this interesting.
That's the thing. I mean, it's a low scoring affair all the way around, and there is no give me here. So you can see, I mean, any sort of strike is a blessing.
Really good good shot there by Zach.
When you throw it like that, you really
gotta
get
get- you gotta get
you
those
want
hits.
to fall because it's hard enough as it is. Hard enough as it is. So 121 in the eighth. 9 will spare up. This is 102 in the eighth on a strike. So it's still really anybody's match.
Yeah, I mean, Zach's gonna need a cover and a double to shut him out. He gets the cover. He needs a double on the right lane to shut him out.
Now we haven't seen a double since 1975. So
If he doesn't double, Jason can get up and
Yeah, I'm locked on that.
Jason said he's locked on that lane. So
let's look at his last 2 frames on that lane.
let's take a peek at
I
that.
flushed till 3-6.
He 7 out, 6-2.
It's the wrong sport for 7 out 6-2, buddy.
He hit the head pin 1 time in 4 balls.
Destructive one.
Big shot. Runaway, Brooklyn. Runaway, Brooklyn. Everybody's back here laughing. Why are y'all suppressing your laughs? If you want to laugh, just laugh. Everybody's like, hey, but they don't want to do it out loud for whatever reason. I mean, it's a live stream. Everybody's seeing what's going on. Yeah, he got lucky, but that's what part of the bowling is. You throw it like that. Sometimes they all fall. Sometimes they don't. He flushed it on the left lane, didn't fall. So he just even. He evened up.
It's a big shot. Almost 2 Brooklyns.
Now, wait a minute. So that gives him one.
Jason needs all of them.
Jason's got a chance to show his moxie and come from behind and win. Woo! Wait a minute.
You gotta shoot.
You gotta shoot the spare first.
I gotta shoot.
Yeah, you gotta shoot. So show him the score. Show up, set it up.
We'll watch him make the spare, and then we'll do some math.
I mean, this is a big deal right here. This is what you came for.
Good cover, and this is what we're looking at. Jason needs the first 4-bagger in history on this pattern.
Since Randy Winswinkle did it in 1944.
That actually has a chance. Oh, that was a great shot.
Wow, that was a good pitch.
Unbelievable pitch there. Bad break.
I mean, under pressure, that was a great shot.
You couldn't have thrown it better
No.
after where he was at. You
No,
could not have thrown that better.
That was definitely a great pitch.
Could not have done more. The Stafford takes the lead.
Now remember, if the Stafford wins, that's 20% off for 60 minutes or 1 hour. For you guys that don't know what 60 minutes is. If Jason wins, it's 15% off for 1 hour. All right.
Jason bowls 130. I'm sure Jason is still begging for Cheetah.
All right.
Did not get what he wanted. We got there.
You gonna help him out there, Dustin? You want to jump in the booth?
No, I'm good. You're doing a great job.
Billy, you want to jump in the booth?
I'm good.
Why is everybody scared to jump in the booth?
I enjoy it. This is fun.
See?
This is the best part.
See?
There's no pressure back here.
No pressure back here. You get all the benefit of hindsight and none of the pressure. He threw it like a donkey.
Until later when you guys can get on me
Until,
when I throw
yeah,
that.
see, or I gotta go a little bit, well, maybe if my guy shows up.
That is not the spare you want to leave on
No,
this.
sir. No,
We were
sir.
just talking about this.
3, 6, 9, 10. I remember when Washington TV used to call this the Durbin after Mike Durbin. What do you call this, Mike?
A split.
By definition, it's not a split.
Looks like one.
But the lead after you shot probably does resemble some sort of split.
My split or my spare conversion on the 410 is probably higher. Or for me, the 367 is probably higher on it. So.
All right, he posts that one.
Nice
What
carry.
was that? Let's watch the replay. Watch the replay.
Wiggler 4. It did not go high.
It did not go high. I don't know what that was or why that happened.
It's funny, he almost did that earlier practicing. He had the same reaction.
But 9 spare is a big deal. Spare shot. Why are they clapping? Get a spare shot. You haven't watched his other spare shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if the ball change pays off. The last 2 he's thrown. The last one last game and that one were both pretty good. Pretty good shot.
Nice.
It's 3 good ones in a row.
Josh asked, if Zach wins, does that mean he can't throw any of his old equipment until his contract is over? Well, considering that a company is going to sponsor him from a contract standpoint, that would be correct. He would have to put away the old equipment and throw what he is contracted to throw for that 1 year period. But I mean, if you're getting free bowling balls, does that really matter? Michael Martell, you get any free bowling balls?
I do. I represent Motive Bowling as a pro staff player. No.
Now you're under a contract with Motive. So let's say you wanted to throw another company's balls. Would you be allowed to do that?
No. If I do that and I'm seen doing that, my contract is terminated. And that's not something you want to go through because you don't only burn bridge with that company, but the bowling community is small. Word travels. Probably won't get another contract opportunity with anybody else if you do that. So I don't recommend it.
It's good advice, kids.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Nice.
Oh boy.
Big shot. Uh-oh.
Wow, that ball.
I mean, where did that come from?
That ball hit the imaginary bumper on lane 4.
Like, first off, how did that ball hook back from that spot? Second off, he got a pretty good break there.
Somebody wants to know if you'll be drilling the balls for him or if they'll be sent to him.
It depends. I mean, we'll probably give him the option. Nine spare. Spares are good.
It's getting interesting. Jason's got an 11-10 lead. He can make 21. Sure. It's got a hook. Oh, no.
What is that? 1, 2, 5, 7.
Tough spare.
Now, as a right-hander, you got to kind of just go high on the head pin, huh?
Yeah, if you go too high, you might leave 7. If you go Brooklyn,
You
probably
probably
leave the 5.
Yes,
So it's interesting spare.
Yes, be interesting.
Not what I would want to shoot. It's a good cover, it looks like.
Nice spare.
I see GG3 in the comments.
Uh-oh. Where?
Right here.
George, go ahead and get a third. What's going on?
Why hasn't he been down for a match yet?
Well, I mean, you gotta earn your way in through the process.
That's a good shot, looks like. Really good shot.
That was a good shot. And to be quite honest, if you can keep shooting makeable spares and make that, I mean, that's all you really need. Really.
200 on this pattern is probably 180. You know, it's all you're looking to do. For 180, you have a very good chance to win on this pair. It's a good cover. Although his footing says otherwise.
You asked about a little bit of the spectro data on lane 4. You can kind of see it's a bit of a mess, and that holds true for lane 3 as well. So it's kind of messy out there. I'm gonna go ahead and clear all these off, and we'll start fresh. Remember this game that we play called Guess What He Left? What that is we let you watch the spectro data, and then we let you guess what he left, and we'll see what happens. So we got Zach up. He's gonna throw a shot. Watch the spectral data. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you think he left? You can put some comments in there, and then we're going to show you what he left. There we go. He left a 1, 2, 4.
Good question in here. Josh, my best piece of advice, you have to bowl everything. There's only one way to. You can't simulate tournament competition in any way. You have to bowl. Losing in the long term is it's gonna feel like winning when you learn what to do. That's really all I can say. I bowled 2.5 full years on tour, and my best finish is 13th, but I have definitely gotten a lot better in that time. And we'll be knocking on the door again soon. But yeah, I definitely think even if you don't feel like you're ready yet, even if you just give the regional tour a try, make sure you compete at that high level until you start to learn the right things and make the right changes.
Now you got to put it in perspective too. Michael's only 23 years old, so he's really young to be going on tour. So, given the fact that he was out there when he was 21, he's got a lot of experience. He's also a Team USA member, so the kid can play. So looking forward to the day. Man, maybe the day that you win, maybe we'll give like 20% off.
I'd like that.
Oh, look at Jason low to the back.
Jason's bowling a really, really good game.
This game is
pocket
good.
4 shots.
Yeah. I think he's hungry.
He wants game 5 on this.
He
on
wants
1 and 2.
He wants to go back to game 5. If we go back to game 5, it will be back on the house shot. Maybe we'll let you, the fans, decide if they got a bowl in the daylight or bowl in the dark.
I would like to see him bowl in the dark again, in my opinion. It's a good shot. 2 for 10 on the brook. That's his first double.
Sanction double.
Check and see if we have some of those old USB-C patches.
We should give him a patch for that. We probably can find some patches. You got a double on the impossible red square. But Zach said, don't count me out. I got a chance to get a double too.
Hard straight, man. That was a really good pitch. Looked like he made a move after the last shot.
This match is getting tight. It's getting tight over here.
I hate to be the guy that tells Jason he's got his first game beat.
Ouch.
That should make him feel better. Though.
Ouch.
That should,
Would that make you feel better, Mike?
yeah, it would.
You would take that as a compliment.
Well, I mean, his back's to the wall, so he's bowling better. It seems he likes pressure.
Oh, okay. You know what they say about pressure?
What's that?
Burst pipes. Well, now he tried to get a little Brooklyn 3-bagger out of that, but he's got to shoot the 6-bagger.
From what I heard earlier, Jason doesn't shy away from his pressure.
Jason has shot
two-time regional player of the year.
He shot 300 and won a car.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a player. He's a player. He shot 300 and won a
Been out
car.
of the game for 5 years.
Hard and straight gets a spare. Or as I like to say, ice, baby. Big shot. Big shot.
got a hook.
Big shot.
That was pretty good.
Is there any way to see how close that was on here?
On Spectrum?
Yeah.
Go to it. Yeah, we can show it. So that line down here, the blue line, is the shot he just threw, right? And then this would have been.
So he missed by a little. It was a little steep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, yeah! He said, "Don't count me out. I'm a spare shooter, baby." Woo! I like it. I like when they shoot the spares and they make them.
He likes the 210, man.
I like it. Don't you like it?
I mean, he kept him up close. I'm sure he likes it just as much.
I mean, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do, especially when you're bowling on the red square. It's no one's friend.
Tough leave. 3, 9, 10.
Easy one.
He said easy. Now look, Colton says that was the hammer tough spare. No, hammer ain't give us no money. That definitely ain't no hammer tough spare. But
Clutch.
it was a pretty cool spare. It's a clutch tough spare the other day. How about that? Okay, this one's not so easy because of the
It's got to hook into this
9
one.
pin.
It's got to make sure he gets the 9.
That's basically what makes this one tricky. Oh, he's going for it. Oh,
Very good time.
that was a good effort for sure.
As good as you can put it without making it. Now, Zach can take the lead with a strike. Gave him 7 out though.
Dustin will have to make a score correction. Well, at least we know the scoring system is equitably incorrect for both players.
Just we're paying attention to it.
Uh-oh. 3, 6, 8,
9.
3, 6, 9. Ouch.
Another spare that I would not want to shoot him.
Because of the 9 pin. The 9 pin makes this like.
I like this comment, Josh.
What's
That
this
was the big spare of the day.
Oh, the big spare of the game. There we go.
That was a good one.
There we go. Well, let's see if he uses it. What's he using this? Strike ball. Gotta hook it in. Uh-oh. Dice off the table. We need a new shooter over here. So that makes it that much more of a close match. See, there is no like getting away. You can't run away.
No, it's there. It seems like nobody wants to win, but they're hard. So it's
Yeah, I think it's just because they're brutal, right?
yeah,
Like,
it's not for a lack of trying.
Yeah, they both want it,
Just
but it's just hard. It's just not,
gotta hit the dime on the lane.
yeah, it's not easy.
Ball change. It's actually a pretty good shot.
Too bad.
Well recovered, much better than what he was using before.
But would you like that kind of aim? Like to me that's scary.
That it's very scary, but it seems that that's more of what he's comfortable with.
Okay.
He likes seeing his ball making. We saw that on the pair to the left.
That's true. It's more of his A game. So we got a chance here that we could have game 5. Now we've only had one game 5 ever out of all the matches. We've had 2 game 5s?
I had one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dustin, the statistician, has corrected me. There have been 2 game 5s. What? Oh, see, it's not give me, man. There's nothing that's giving me about this pattern or about this pressure. So now Jay's a little bit in the driver's seat if you can just kind of keep it close, right? Get the big one in the front.
Jason needs 1 mark in the next 2 frames.
That's a big one in the front. Did you get that? Oh, he posted that one.
That was a real good shot.
Okay. Spare. That's a makeable spare.
As soon as he covers and gets a good count, he forced game 5.
So let's assume that you guys are going to have to vote. So if you're going to vote, do they bowl on the dark or do they bowl on the light?
Dark. It's not close.
What?
Dark. In the dark.
How do you know? Wait a minute. You
I want to see where their balls are going
but
from my commentary.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys get to pick. So let us know. Start commenting dark or light, dark or light, dark or light. Dark means they're bowling in with the clutch on lanes 1 and 2. Light means they're going to bowl like you're bowling right now.
You have to answer a question.
I gotta
From
answer
one of my best friends.
One of your best friends. Okay, let's go. Is Martell the best guest commentator you've had? Martell is the best professional bowler commentator we've ever had on the show. Like that answer? Slick Willie over there to the right. Oh, trips it forward.
That is enough.
He didn't smack it off, but we did it in the booth for him.
Oh, look at all these dark comments.
I see some lights in there.
I see a lot of dark.
I see some lights in there too.
Somebody wrote
Somebody
clutch.
said clutch, which I guess clutch equals dark.
And this match is mathematically over.
Uh-oh, so it's over.
This match is over.
Okay. So is it dark or light?
Do we have to count?
Well, we need to have the statistician. Dustin, the statistician, is dark.
Nice game, Jason.
So we got ourselves a tie match, huh?
I mean, as long as they agree, that should be done.
Who's they?
these two.
Are competitive.
They don't get to know. They don't get to decide. I said the stat. I said the people watching get to decide.
I think it would be pretty impressive if Zach went over there after struggling in the dark and won. You know, I think that would be pretty impressive.
What? Oh yeah, and then they get a chance to plus 300. Yeah. All right. So
Oh boy. That hooked? What?
well, luckily for you, we're gonna take a quick time out and let you guys get on. Go back over to 1 and 2. So you got a quick second if you want to open up any holes or get anything ready.
Check out the final score as it happens. 203 for Jason. Really, really solid game. Made a nice split in there. Just kept plugging away. Didn't give up. Even with his loss, Zach rolled a good game on this pair. For what the lane has given him, he rolled a decent score, but it's not enough.
I think Zach he's hungry. He wants it.
I'm sure he's excited to be going back to the pair to the left.
Yeah, I'm sure he is too.
After throwing a double to win that last game over there. Finishes with, I believe, with 167, even though the camera's moving already.
So the guys are warm, so they'll get one ball on each leg.
Sounds good. Oh, I get my lane level camera back. Yes. I enjoy this way too much.
Like you said, the guys are warm. Oh, we're warm. 150 degrees.
They'll get one ball in each lane. I'll get one quick refreshment break.
Please come off my hand.
What happened to that camera?
The lower one.
Okay.
The lower one. Like I don't.
Isn't that the one that you picked up to?
Yeah. Like it's not. It's not down
I
here.
can swear he closed it out after we were done. I don't think he expected it to have to go to a final.
That's all right.
That makes it more interesting.
Of course, it's the last one that I do. All right.
So now I go back to. Jason, did you?
Jay.
Yeah. Well, you're Zaste.
Zaste. Start on the right lane, right? I got a bow bit on my lane.
So, why is this camera not built?
Hit Apple Street. And then you can hit the top. Yep.
This one?
Top. No. Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, we're good.
We're back.
Get rid of that.
Good shot there to start. For the life. Couple of interesting questions. Somebody asked about Simon's match the other day.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
So Simonson was pretty upset about the spots on the racks. Now, if I remember correctly, there was a quote where he complained if he looked at the pocket one way, he would 4-pin. If he looked at the pocket the other way, he would 10-pin. I don't know. I know him pretty well, and he seems to have something. There's something about him that he always wants the racks to be perfect. I know the PBA used to do rack checks months in advance. They don't do them anymore, so it makes it a little tough. But I mean, I think he's right and wrong. It's a tough situation. Good shot there by Zaste to start the match.
So you can see the score there. Jason Johnson as a non-spare. Zach got him on the damn strikes. Let's roll 10 pins, go down on the first ball. And we're back to doing it, to showing you guys the stream in the dark.
Perfect. I can see the lane view.
Martell's happy because he can actually see what's going on. Their run rate out there, their ball speed, and the board is out there as well. That was it. Oh, wow.
Really good shot there.
Good pitch. Let's go check out a real fast replay. Oh, shake yourself, man. We got ourselves some Deadwood on lane 2. You want to wait a second?
You can shoot it. It's on the
Go
right
ahead and
side.
shoot it. Go ahead and shoot it.
I'd say it's out of play. Let's shoot it straight with plastic. That's at least what it looked like. Interesting choice. Many aces. Square. Good choice. So he said it seems very dark.
Deadwood
That's
on lane number 2 on the 10th side.
it being dark is intentional. We're trying to let you guys see how accurate our players are during this last game of the match. I believe that we didn't have the last light on though. Yeah, now it looks more normal.
We have some multiple lights in here, so we can make it a little bit lighter for the players to be able to see. And obviously, they got to kind of watch the ball go down the lane. So while we're taking this quick commercial break, let me introduce you to some more features that Clutch can do. Oh, commercial break's over.
Zoom broadcast.
Close. Take it back. Threw that one where he wanted to.
I would assume their swings are a little freer on this pair than they were
You think so?
on 3 and 4. Just a tad. A lot of people interested in the whole Simonson debate. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
It's a good shot by Jackson. Takes the lead now. Seems to be more of what he likes to do and going around the lane a little bit.
Well, I mean, you can see kind of those line marks over there on 3 and 4. Definitely completely different part of the lane the guys are playing now.
Yeah, it looked like Jason got into that spot with his feet towards the end of the second game, and that's where he got the best ball reaction over there, but there's a lot more hook on this pattern. So it's a little inside.
It's pin action, but not quite enough. Going to shoot a 7. Remember, Zach is on the staff side, so if Zach wins, it's 20% off. That's a lot of money off. Spend $100, you're going to get $20 off. Woo!
Somebody said don't drop your bottle next time, even though it wasn't your bottle. If you remember seeing that on TV.
Spare shot. So that really wasn't a water bottle. It was actually a $2,000 iPad that I dropped on the ground. Definitely was not trying to drop it, and definitely probably won't drop it again.
Another 10 out of 10, don't recommend.
That's right. So Zach got himself a spare there.
Jason's taking a pretty good lead here. If he gets the next one when he's up, he takes at least a 21-pin lead.
It's easier to get a 3-bagger over here than it is on
Oh, 3-baggers they must feel like 300 over there.
Close. Look at him.
Light mixer.
Let's watch that replay real quick. Watch the 4-pin. Woo! She's gone.
It's silly.
Baby. She's gone.
Somebody wants a score prediction. It's hard. I think Jason's got to look to go 240 plus. But count out Zach. He's in the pocket. It's gonna be interesting. Get his hand all the way around it. As I say that, he washes out.
This is makeable.
Easily makeable. Way more makeable on this.
Right side of the head pin and have the ball take out the 6 and the 10.
He's going to the left.
Oh, he went for the left and spared. Well, spares are what you need. Well, who's that going to be? That's going to be the big spare of the game. You can see a whole lot of nothing there. So we'll just go ahead and clear off that off. That was completely useless. Useless data. Let's play guess what he left, though. You got a chance to that. So we're going to let Jason Bowl on spec, though. You're going to guess what he left. And you can't tell because I did not cut it back on. So that's my fault. We'll do guess what he left next time. Good cover. That was not easy either because of that back pin.
Not an easy spare. I missed that spare a couple times Saturday night going action. Not a spare you want to shoot.
Let's see how important that double was for Jason. And Zach can capitalize on the strike.
Zach can take the lead here if he knows. It's a good pitch.
That's a ring 10 pin.
That was probably the best shot he's thrown.
Watch the 6. Watch the 6. See how I just went flying around a 10. That's what's known as a ring 10 pin.
That was, in my opinion, the best shot he's thrown today.
It was quality. That was a quality pitch for sure.
Easy spare.
Oh, so here's the culprit right here. So if you look, the ball actually went over the 9 pin. And because it went over the 9 pin, it did not split the 8 and the 9. That's why he left that ring 10 pin. So that's a little lesson for you. When you're bowling, you actually want your bowling ball to split the 8 and the 9 pin. If it goes over the 9 pin, you got a good chance of leaving that ring 10 pin.
If it goes over the 8, you got a good chance of leaving the 9.
Oh, I like that one. I like that. Yeah, that was good.
Right, but I liked it.
You didn't like it? I like that one.
Just a little right of where the one on the left lane was, but again, the two lanes played different the first 2 games they were over here. But maybe he still got that in mind. Jason gets up there in a hurry. He needs to learn how to bowl that fast. A lot of the guys on tour would be happy with me if I bowled it that quickly.
They call you Turtle?
Oh my god. Oscar calls me out every time I see him for being slow man out there.
Ooh, 10 pin fail.
Super high flush.
10 pin fail. So remember, this match impacts you, the viewer, too. 15% off or 20% off. CtDbowling.com. Michael Martell lane view.
Little in. Little in, and that's probably what caused the red 10. Might have made a move there. after the double wood, but good pitch regardless.
Same thing. That ball went over the 9 pin. Over the 9 pin. Not gonna strike.
Oh no. Footing issues, but good spare.
Scoring update. Scoring getting kind of close there. Help us through it, Mike.
I like Zach's chances with where we're at right now. He's really lined up. He's not having any issues in terms of getting to the pocket anymore. If he can get the 10 out, I think he's got a really good chance. It's a really good shot there again. I think that's what he's trying to do. I think the left lane is a little tighter for him. He'll keep his angles in front of him. And right lane, he's opening the angle up a little bit more, and it's allowing him to take a lead in this last game of the match.
We're running out of frames, so we got to figure out something quickly.
See a close up. See if we can see how close it was to the shot he threw before. It's a good shot. Really, really good shot there. He's really asserting the lead here. He's taking control.
That's certain.
It's up 15 minimum. Could be 25 at some point. That was a
Really good pitch. Really good pitch. Not over.
we still got a game here. Zach's max is 249. Jason's max 234.
Oh, we got away with one in the foundation ninth frame.
Super light. Keeps him in a match. Still keeps 230 on the board for him.
It makes it interesting. Zach can't let up.
We're in for a good finish here.
Yeah, he can't let up because it ain't over.
He can step up and shut him out,
He can't.
which is, I think, be interesting to see if he does.
Oh. Oh.
Last three frames on that lane have been
Watch
really
the
light.
four pin. I don't even know what got it.
So now he needs the first one a good count for a shutout. Am I right? Yeah, I think that's what we're looking at here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's see if he gets it.
He likes it.
Wow.
Wow. That was a great shot.
Wow. Now he needs some good count, and he will win a contract. A big bowling contract. Sponsored by CtD.
It's a finish.
Just a little left. That's enough for the shutout. Staffer wins.
Wow. So that means there'll be a 20% off coupon for 1 hour. And Zach will get him a contract sponsored by CtD, courtesy of Blue Bowling. So the code will be active. And what the code will be, hang on, let me get you. Let's get the title here. The code will be CtDCM20. And for the next hour, if you use that code on CtDbowling.com, you will be able to get 20% off anything that you want on CtDbowling.com. Good for 1 hour. So you got 60 minutes to use it. Good till, what time did you say? 3:30. So you actually got 63 minutes. Good to 3:30. Go to CtDbowling.com, type in, go buy something, and then type in CtDCM20. You'll get 20% off. We'll let Jason finish up here. Then we will continue to have another match at 7:30. 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. We had another match scheduled for 3:30 p.m., but that gentleman missed his flight, and as a result of that, he will not be in to make that match. So the next scheduled match will happen at 7 o'clock. CtD CM20 is the code. Gets 20% off. Go get it. Get you a bag. Get you a jersey. Get you something. Now's a good opportunity to spend a little bit of money and get a little bit of money or save a little bit of money in the process. Congratulations to Zach for winning the CtD Big Bowling contract. Thank you, Jason, for coming and doing a little bit of bowling for us. Always good to see some good competitive bowling going on. And thank you guys for kind of watching. So what we'll do now is I will talk to Zach and just give a few little words with him. We'll have Dusty get that camera set up there, and we'll change the camera so we can talk.
You're talking?
Yeah, we're talking.
Okay.
Dusty, get the camera ready. When it's ready, let us know, Mike, and we'll. We got a few words. Let's get some lights back on. Get a little bit brighter. That camera definitely was crooked.
It is. We just stand this way.
Yeah, until we'll be all right.
Straighten it out.
You good, Dustin?
How are we looking?
You need the microphone.
Oh, we don't have a microphone. Just get some microphone.
All right, you can switch it. All right, talk loud.
All right, so we'll talk a little bit loud. Thank you. So congratulations, Zach, on winning.
Thank
You're going to get the first CtD sponsored contract for 1 year.
All right.
You're going to get 8 bowling balls. You're going to get 2 jerseys. And you're going to be able to represent the company for a full year.
Sweet.
So
Awesome.
I it was kind of cool watching you bowl there. I saw. How long you been a fan of CtD?
Just about a year.
About a year.
Yeah.
And how did you find out about CtD?
It was actually just through somebody at a bowling alley.
Okay.
Using the product and told me to check you guys out.
Awesome. And as a result of that, you're able to earn a trip to here
Yes, sir.
to be able to bowl for a contract.
Yep.
So what'd you think? What was your experience like bowling on these 2 different patterns?
It was hard. It was different bowling in the dark too.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
competitively bowling in the dark
Right.
was a lot different. But red square was not fun at all. I did not enjoy any single second of that. Missing spares I should have picked up, and the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Wish I would have tried some different stuff, but it worked out. So I'm good. Yeah.
Well, one of the good things is obviously with you being able to come here, we'll be able to spend some time tomorrow, a little bit of a lesson, so you can be able to take that back with you. And then obviously because you want that contract, you get to get something. Everybody watching gets to get 20% off when you use that code for the next hour.
Sweet.
And it's kind of a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations.
All right.
Thank you for bowling.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We're going to do this again at 7 o'clock tonight. We have another chance to win some more money. Maybe we'll up it to 25% next time since we did 20% this time. We'll see.